Good afternoon, Prescott Valley, and welcome to Council Conversation. My name is Brenda Dickinson, and I am one of your town council women. And this afternoon, we have the pleasure of having another councilwoman with us, Michael Greer. Welcome, Michael.
Thank you, Brenda.
Michael was elected back in August of last year, and she has only been here with us for 3 years, but has managed to accomplish quite a bit. So tell us a little bit about yourself, Michael. Introduce yourself as far as a little bit about your background, where you came from, and how you ended up in Prescott Valley.
Love to. I grew up in Santa Barbara, California, which is a lovely place to grow up. Lived on or near the beach most of the time that I lived in Santa Barbara. I graduated from Santa Barbara High School. I went to Stevens College in Missouri and then immediately came back to California. I always considered myself a true California girl. I was married there, my children were born there, but I left Santa Barbara and moved in 1979 and moved to Los Angeles for a 30-year career in the entertainment industry as a casting director. And when I retired from that, I ran a nonprofit called American Freedom Alliance. We concentrated on educating people about the threats to Western civilization that we are sort of facing as we speak. We brought politicians and experts, authors, scientists, doctors from around the world to speak on those subjects. I've worked very hard to try and stop what was happening to California. The homelessness and the laws that were taking away the rights of people. And I realized it wasn't going to change in my lifetime. So my sister moved to Prescott, and I came to visit her, and I went, "Ooh, this is nice." So I moved to Prescott Valley, and thought it might be a hard transition to make, but I actually found it not very hard because people were so welcoming, and it just is such a lovely community with so many activities for people to do that I just have found it not difficult at all.
And does your sister live in Prescott Valley?
No, she lives in Prescott.
Okay. So what brought you
To Prescott Valley.
Prescott Valley, yes.
Well, we looked at houses and all over the area, and I liked Granville. I just liked my sweet little house and sweet little backyard, and it's only 20 minutes. I mean, in California, you're used to driving a half hour to an hour anywhere you're going, so driving to Prescott to visit my sister is no problem.
And you have a companion dog?
I do. I have little Lucy, who's a Pomeranian, and she is my wonderful little companion.
So I understand that your daughter is also in the movie industry?
Yes. My daughter, Kim Hodgert, is a partner in the largest, most prestigious management company. They manage the big stars. Although right now they just called a strike that will probably go possibly a year. So it's going to be a hard time in Hollywood right now.
Yes, I heard about that on the news.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about the things you like to do here in Prescott Valley, things that you've volunteered for and are active in.
Well, I mean, about 6 months after I moved here, I was elected the vice president of Prescott Valley Republican Women. So that's kept me quite busy. And then ran for city council, that also kept me quite busy. I try to I'm very active in my church, the Heights, and have, as I said, so many things to do here in Prescott Valley. I love kayaking. And my sister, she and her husband hike every day. So I don't hike every day, but I do hike with them on occasion, probably a couple of times a month, but they hike every day.
That's a great area, and of course
Yeah.
we have a lot of trailheads here.
Yeah.
In
I think I've probably hiked most of them with my sister and brother-in-law, but not not as often as they do.
So I understand that lately you've been rather busy as well. You participated in the Central Arizona Fire and Medical Authority event that they had recently. Would you like to share about that?
I loved that. To me, it was like going to Disneyland. I've always loved the fire department. I love our first responders. I'm a big supporter of fire departments and police departments. They're putting their lives on the line every day. So I just thought it was a wonderful opportunity to really experience what they experience. And boy, do you. That equipment is very heavy. They had us all decked out in all of the equipment and the face mask and the helmet and everything. And then we did 4 different activities. Put out a burning car and rescued somebody who passed out in a bathroom and took them in the ambulance.
Oh my.
Went into a smoke-filled room and searched for somebody who was in the room, and they had to pull them out. And then one of the fun things was using the jaws of life on a car to open up doors and take the roof off the car. That was very exciting. But as I said to the firemen, I'm only having to wear this briefly. Like the oxygen tank on your back weighs 35 pounds. And then all of the equipment that you're wearing, probably you're carrying around another 50 pounds altogether. And I said, but you guys have to wear this all the time. Of course, I'm not 6'2" and I don't bench press 200 pounds, but it gives you a true perspective of what these men do every day to take care of the rest of us.
Well, that was a very interesting and enlightening opportunity that you had. I know I participated as an observer last year, and it's a wonderful program that they have, that they open it up to the leadership of our community to experience.
Well, and they take such good care of the people that are in the program. They take your vital signs before and after that you go through the program, and they make sure you're hydrated, and there's a firefighter taking care of each and every one of the participants. It was so well organized and so professional. It just, was a wonderful experience to have with our fire department.
We're very fortunate to have them here.
Yes, we are.
Sure. Yes.
Yes.
And so what else have you been doing? I understand that you, together we took a tour of a facility here. You want to share about what?
Oh, yes, the equestrian school, and it's also college prep, and it's right across the street from our civic center here. And it's what a wonderful facility. As I said to you, I would love to have gone to this school. The students spend so much time outside and in nature and learning, all about agriculture and horses. And we visited the horses and a sweet little colt that was just born recently. What was his name? Tamale?
Yes.
That was a wonderful experience, and loved to have the little piece of sugar. And we also saw baby chicks. They had a whole container filled with little baby chicks that were adorable. But it's a wonderful thing because they can get the first 2 years of college through the school. It really was a wonderful tour.
And let's share the name again. It's the Arizona Agribusiness and Equine Center.
Yes.
Yeah. Preparatory college.
College prep.
College prep high school.
Yep.
Yeah, right across from the Civic Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, in our own community. Yeah. So is there anything else coming up in the near future that you'd like to share with us that you're
Well, we
involved
have
in?
Prescott Valley Days coming up with a parade, and I know that our town staff is working really hard to give us a really wonderful new experience for the 4th of July, where we're going to have a lot of more events for people to participate in, and we're going to have the fireworks right here where everybody can see them. I'm really looking forward to our 4th of July event.
So, with the Prescott Valley Days, we'll be riding in the parade, and again with CAFMA.
Yes.
And Are you planning to ride on the fire engine?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Which was another thing, a funny thing. The step to get into, we had to get into the fire engine when we were doing the fire ops. And the first step comes up about to my thigh. So I couldn't raise my foot high enough. So one of the firemen kneeled down and let me step on his knees so that I could get enough leverage to get up into the truck. So yeah, I look forward to riding in one again.
Yeah, taking care of every situation. Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, with the Prescott Valley Days, the parade, and can you share with us any other things that are going on that particular day? Will you be volunteering at all or involved?
I'll volunteer for anything that's happening then. Yeah, there's lots of activities that are going on during then. And also what is coming up is the Prescott Valley Republican Women are having an event for the Wranglers on June 17th, I believe it is. And anybody can participate with us.
And tomorrow morning at Parks Connection,
Yes.
would you like to share
Yes,
what
it's
is going
Prescott
on?
Praise, which is a really wonderful event. And I think it's one of the things that I really love about this area is that we start most events in our town with prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. And this Prescott Praise, I think, is wonderful. As they say, you know, when we are gathered together, that God will hear us. And I look forward to it tomorrow morning.
Yes, Prescott Valley Praise.
Yes.
A number of the legislators are going to be participating, and
You're going to be speaking, are you not?
I will be, yes. And it starts at 7:30 tomorrow morning.
At Park Collective?
Yeah, Park Collective, yes. And are you doing anything else with your church?
Well, I do Bible study every other week and also a life group every other week. It's really been an enriching experience, and it's a wonderful way for a new person to get to know, you know, people in the community in a very close way. Recently, I had food poisoning, which is an awful thing, and my friends from my prayer group came and brought me, you know, a milkshake and some bananas and applesauce to settle my stomach. And I thought, you know, that didn't happen in California when I lived there. You felt so much more isolated, where here you feel like people care about what is happening in your life and are willing to come and take care of you.
Yes, we do have a very caring community.
Very.
And it's more like a family.
Yes,
Yes.
very much so.
Yes. So this group that you were talking about, you said you belong to a prayer group, but there's a life group?
Life group. Life group is couples, although I'm not married, but there are single women, single people in the life group, but it's mostly couples, and it's also Bible study. And it's very interesting. My life group has 3 former airline pilots, and they were also military originally, but they were all airline pilots. But the same 3 men are very versed in the Bible, and it is so comforting to me to listen to men who are so well versed in the Bible, because even though I felt I had a pretty good understanding, they have a perspective that is really valuable to me, at any rate. So I really treasure that.
It sounds like a wonderful group. I would almost like to join it myself.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you take your dog to the dog park at all?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Lucy loves all other dogs, except that if they're big dogs, she runs up as though she's a big dog too, and then she immediately gets scared and lays down.
Oh, fun.
But yeah, she loves that. She loves to go on a walk and loves to go in the car.
So we can meet Michael at the dog park, and we can run into her at the Heights, and she's going to be at the Prescott Valley Days Parade, and sounds like she's quite a very busy lady, and the time goes by quickly, Michael, and we are so fortunate to have you on the council. We thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you. And that will do it for today here in Prescott Valley. We thank you all for joining us and have a wonderful day.